Nityananda Padabja Karunadena Bhushito Vyaktachano Burachincho Vavande Vyasarupino Shri Guru Gaur Gandharva Govindascha Ganaisaha Jayanti Patakas Ch.Ch Sarvesham Kuranartina. Jai Shri Gurudev. So we are continuing with Ch.Ch. Charitamrita, and yesterday Maharaj just came to this section which is going through the Chatur Shloki of Srimad Bhagavatam. So these are 4 principal verses of Bhagavatam that were originally spoken by Krishna to Brahma at the beginning of creation, and then from Brahma to his disciple Narad, and from Narad to Vyasa, and then Vyasadeva is presenting in Bhagavatam. At the time when Vyasadeva, after he completed his compilation of all the Vedic literature, the Vedanta Sutra, and he was feeling dissatisfied, feeling something is lacking. I've put together these Vedas, these Upanishads, these Puranas, these Itihasas, so many things, the Vedanta Sutra finally, but still something is missing. What is missing? And he was in this meditation, thank you, Didi. He was, soul searching. He was looking deeply and trying to understand where he'd gone wrong, what was missing. He could feel his work was not complete. And then, as Gurudev would say, necessity is the mother of invention, in relation to the manifestation of Guru. So Vyasadeva was feeling this necessity for guidance, and then at that moment his Gurudev appeared. Narad Goswami appeared in response to that inner necessity of his heart, and then Narada gave him instruction, and he told him, you haven't clearly presented the highest absolute truth, that is Krishna, the Supreme Personality of Godhead, Krishna as the summum bonum of all, and that the constitutional nature of the jiva is to serve Krishna, not to become not to attain something within this world or to renounce this world, but to attain a positive position in the positive plane of service in connection with Krishna, the highest expression of the absolute Swayam Bhagavan. That has not been clearly presented, because in the Vedas there are many different conceptions of the absolute truth, different paths, and and of course, Bhakti is also described, Krishna Leela is also described, but there's no clear, ontological, philosophical, systematic presentation establishing the highest truth. So Narad, he chastised Vyasadeva actually. He said, actually, in the name of trying to help the people, all you've actually done is help to perpetuate their selfish existence, their existence in aversion to the absolute, So you need to clearly present Krishna conception and the true nature of the soul as a servant of Krishna. So Narad Goswami, at that time, he gave again these 4 verses that Krishna had spoken to his guru, to Brahma. So Narada gave those 4 verses like a seed conception as to what Bhagavatam will be. And these 4 verses in a nutshell, they are establishing that Krishna is everything, Krishna is all in all. So Narada, he gave these 4 seed shlokas, and then he also there's like maybe 12 verses of like chastisement. So now here Mahaprabhu is explaining these verses to this Mayavad sannyasis in Varanasi. because they are attached to this impersonal conception of the Absolute. So Mahaprabhu's presenting these Chatra Shloki as establishing Krishna, the supreme, supreme personal deity, as being the highest expression of the Absolute, not non-differentiated oneness. But the first word here, as Mahaprabhu points out, is aham. And the first of these 4 shlokas, Krishna is speaking, and he says aham. What does aham mean? You don't know? Oh. Well, you see it all over Bhagavad Gita. Aham means I. So the very first word, Krishna is saying I. So how can some impersonal light, or impersonal, non-differentiated consciousness say I? So in Bhagavad Gita also, Krishna is saying I, all the time. Aham, aham, aham. Then you understand, this is a person. Krishna is a person. This is not some impersonal being. Only a person can say I. And Mahaprabhu, he also points this out here. Okay. So we can start here. So I'll just start here with this verse 113, first of the Chatra Shloki. Aham eva sam evagre nanyad yat sarasat padam paschadaham yad etat cha yovashisheta sosmyaham. Prior to the so this is Krishna speaking to Narad. Prior to the cosmic manifestation, only I exist and no phenomena exist, either gross, subtle, or primordial. After creation, only I exist in everything, and after the annihilation, only I remain eternally. So before the whole material manifestation comes into existence, I am the only I am present. After the annihilation of that material manifestation, only I am present. And then he also says, and during the creation, after the creation, and once the creation has taken place, during the existence of the creation, only I am present. So this is an interesting point, because one may understand that Krishna is present before the creation, and one may understand that after the annihilation, only Krishna is present. But how is it possible that Krishna is saying only I am present during the creation? Do you have any guess how that's possible?
Well, only He's Deus, He's the Lord, and He's who created everything. And then comes Brahma and he says the word Tapa to Brahma so he can create this world.
It's Ch.Ch Beta Bet, because actually everything in existence is one of Krishna's energies, right? So Mahaprabhu's conception of Ch.Ch Beta Bet is that everything in existence, including ourselves, including the material energy, is simultaneously one with and different from Krishna. So this is how it is harmonized. There is a oneness and there is a difference. So that example is given of one ray of the sun or one spark of fire, right? That qualitatively there is a oneness, but quantitatively it's completely different. So this is how we can understand this statement. Okay. Ahameva shloke aham tina bar purnaishvaya shri vigraha stitir nirdar. So this is Mahaprabhu speaking to these sannyasis. In the verse beginning, aham eva, the word aham is expressed 3 times. So in this verse, Krishna is saying, aham 3 times. I am a person, and I'm telling you something. In the verse beginning, aham eva, the word aham is expressed 3 times. In the beginning, there are the words aham eva. In the second line, there are the words paschad aham. At the end are the words sosmyaham. This aham indicates the Supreme Person. By the repetition of aham, the Transcendental Personality, who is complete with 6 opulences, is confirmed. Jai vigraha nahi mane nirakar mane tare tiras koribare korila nirdharane. Impersonalists do not accept the personal feature of the Supreme Personality of Godhead. The Personality of Godhead is stressed in this verse in order to impress upon them the necessity of accepting Him. Therefore, the word aham is mentioned 3 times. To stress something important, one repeats it 3 times. Hey sab shabde hoy gyan vivek maya karja maya hoy te ami vyatirek. And this is it says Lord Krishna continued, but it's not a quotation from Bhagavatam, but this is paraphrasing. So Lord Krishna continued, actual spiritual knowledge and its practical application are considered in all these sound vibrations. Although the external energy comes from me, I am different from it. Ch.Ch soye stane basaye abas Surya vina swatanchata nahoy prakash. Sometimes a reflection of the sun is experienced in place of the sun, but its illumination is never possible independent of the sun. Mayatita hoyle hoy amar anubhav e sambandha tattva kohilu shunoar sab. When one is transcendentally situated, he can perceive me. This perception is the basis of one's relationship with the Supreme Lord. Now let me further explain this subject matter. And now this is the second of the Ch.Ch shloki here. Diteda tam yat pratiyeta na pratiyeta chatmani tad vidyad atmano mayam yatava so yata tamaha. What appears to be truth without me is certainly my illusory energy, for nothing can exist without me. It is like a reflection of a real light in the shadows, for in the light there are neither shadows nor reflections. So this is a very profound verse, and Srila Sridhar Maharaj has discussed it in a few places. And it's the implications are pretty heavy, You know, the real current of reality is moving towards Krishna. That is the real purpose. Everything that takes place in this world, it is the real purpose of the world, we can say, is for Krishna's satisfaction. That is the fundamental current of reality. So, like we were discussing this verse the other day, Savai pumsam paro dharmo yato bhaktir dhokshade haituki apratiyata yayatma suprasidati, where Krishna is saying the highest dharma, or not Krishna, maybe Shukade, is saying the highest dharma, the highest duty, highest path, religion for all souls is bhakti to the Lord. And then the nature of bhakti is described as a haituki, pratihata. As Srila Sridhar Maharaj explains, that a haituki has no material cause, has no origin within this worldly plane, and apratihata cannot be stopped, cannot be checked by anything of this worldly plane. Why? Because that is the fundamental, infallible current of reality. If that flow wants to manifest itself, nothing of this world can check it. That is the, as Ch.Ch. Maharaj would say, the in-carrying current, which is the substantial current based on reality proper. And then there's the out-carrying current, which is, although according to our present vision looks very substantial and meaningful, that is actually illusory and that has no basis. So that is the nature of bhakti. It is the irresistible, uncheckable current of existence. If one can align themselves with that current, no force of this world can check them. So this is how when we talk about being Krishna conscious, it's not like, oh, this is my choice and that's your choice. No, it's reality. It's about adjusting to reality proper. Like, there was an occasion when Ch.Ch. Maharaj was asked, when he turned the tables and he was asking some devotees, can I ask you a question? He told them, can I ask you? They're always asking him so many questions. And he said, can I ask you a question? And they're all very surprised. And he said, what is Krishna consciousness? What is Krishna consciousness actually? What is your understanding? And they were all like a little shocked, They were like on the spot and, don't know how to answer. And they all said different things, You were
not ready for the test.
They weren't ready for the test. And one of them said, what Prabhupada gave us, and different things. And then Ch.Ch. Maharaj said, Krishna consciousness is reality. And it is time that you are acquainted with it. So this is actually reality. This is the real current of existence. Krishna's will. Everything, if we have proper vision, we will see how everything is connected with Krishna, either directly or indirectly, whether it's in connection with his direct will, desire, the current of devotion, or if it is what he is allowing to take place, what has his sanction behind it in an indirect way. Normally we can take a simple example. This example is not mine, given in the scriptures, Bhagavatam and maybe other places, that, we all tend to impose our own way of thinking on the environment, right? We have these filters. So like this verse I'm thinking of, maybe it's Bhagavatam, I don't remember, but Ch.Ch. Maharaj quotes it, a businessman is always seeing a business opportunity, right? If someone is a business person, that's all they can think, that's all they see everywhere. Even if there's a war, any normal person is horrified to think so many people have to die, so on and so forth. But a business person, a war is actually a good opportunity. Some resources will be scarce, and they can charge extra for certain things, right? So they'll see this as an opportunity. It also mentions a lusty man, he will always be noticing the beautiful women. A wealthy man, he'll be looking out for the other rich people. It's like if you have like a busy street, and you have a couple hundred or 1,000 people walking down the street, everyone is having a different experience. Everyone is seeing something different. Some people are noticing the trees, some people are looking out for the beautiful men or beautiful women, some people are looking for a cup of coffee. Everyone's like in a different, they're walking down the same street, the same scenery, exact same environment, but they're all seeing something completely different. And there may be something right in front of your face that you don't even notice because you're thinking about something else. So according to our own nature, our own tendencies, we actually impose things upon the environment. So here, this verse is quite strong because Krishna is saying here, if you perceive any meaning in this world which is separate from me, which, you're not seeing me to be behind everything, you're not seeing everything connected to my interest, you're in Maya. You're an illusion. A very, very heavy, heavy thing, like if, say, you take some beautiful young woman, then, everyone will have some different way of looking at that person. Maybe another lady will be admiring her makeup or her hair or her clothes, and maybe someone else will think, oh, she looks like she's from Spain. I'm also from Spain. I would like to get to know her. Maybe we can be friends. And maybe a young man will be thinking, oh, she's very good looking. I'm going to try and get her number. And maybe someone else with the more grandmother, grandfather mentality thinking, oh, she looks all alone and she looks very vulnerable. I should try and see if she needs any help. So everyone will look at some people. A thief may think, oh, she looked like she has some money. Let me try and get her wallet from her. So everyone will have their own perception of that person, right? But the Vaishnava, the sadhu, the saints, will show